ladies. I'm Jennifer Walker, and I am here with Liz Jennings. Most of you know her, and we're going to be talking about women's ministry at Longview Heights Baptist Church. Liz has agreed, after much prayer and consideration, to help head up a women's ministry team of ladies from all over the church, and we have some really exciting things we're going to be talking about. So I wanted you to hear from Liz and hear her heart. And the first thing I wanted to ask her about is how you got involved in women's ministry and what does it mean to you?
Well, first of all, I want to say that women's ministry at Longview has really been a blessing to me. And it's a very vital part of our church. But about 26 years ago, my husband and I moved here. I didn't know anybody. I was a new mom, and I was a first-time mom. And my mother was friends with a lady whose daughter happened to live in Olive Branch, and she reached out to me, invited me to a Thursday morning Bible study at Longview, and they had childcare available, so I was able to attend. And I cannot even begin to tell you what a difference that made for me. Just incredible teaching. It challenged me to go deeper in the Word. It ministered to me, gave me an opportunity for community, an opportunity to connect with other women and to build some new Christian friendships. Mm-hmm. And also, one of the other sweet blessings of it was a multi-generational group. And so I learned some very invaluable lessons from older ladies. Many of them have gone on to be, several of them have gone on to be with the Lord. But it's so invaluable to me. What I've learned from them has a very special place in my heart. And since then, I've been involved in women's ministry in all different aspects.
What all have you done?
So I've been a participant, which is very important. I've been on leadership team way back when we had our very first ladies conference at Longview. I'm currently on the women's ministry team, and I've facilitated Bible studies. And I've volunteered when we had different events.
Mm-hmm. There's something for every woman.
Yes.
Within the women's ministry at Longview. So one of the things that we wanted to talk about was the mission of Longview Heights Baptist Church is to magnify God and to multiply ourselves and to make a difference in our communities and around the world for God's kingdom. And so the women's ministry of Longview Heights Baptist Church exists to support that our whole church's overall mission. And we do that by 4 ways. We have a 4-fold purpose for women's ministry. And so, Liz, tell us about those 4 purposes and how our ministry is built.
And so our first purpose is Bible study, and that's probably one of the most important reasons that we come together as women. We want to encourage Bible literacy among all our women by providing opportunities to study God's Word. And I think we've done a really good job of that over the years. And there's opportunities going on even right now on Sunday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday morning. So I would still encourage women, even if you haven't jumped in yet, it's still, I would encourage women to just go ahead and start attending.
Mm-hmm. You'll get that multi-generational investment in each other through those varied Bible studies. All right, what's another one?
And then another one is social, and that's just fellowship, providing fellowships where women benefit from connecting and forming Christian friendships. And you definitely also get that by coming to a Bible study and any of the events that we have.
That's right. Okay, and then what about the next one?
And then our third one is service. We want to encourage ministry to others by providing opportunities for service, like the mission, Muffins and Missions. I know that our church is very involved in ministry and missions already, but this is just another opportunity for women to come together and serve together.
Mm-hmm. And the last one?
And the last one is support. We want to support and encourage involvement in biblically sound mentoring and support groups. I think there's a lot of ladies out there that would be more than willing to disciple and mentor another lady. And we also have wonderful support groups already in place, like the Grief Share, Divorce Care, and recently we started the support group for those caretakers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this year's theme. We had a retreat where we gathered all of the team together, and it's a beautiful team of women that are just servant-hearted ladies, and God has equipped every one of them with a special talent and gift to pour into you all and through this ministry. So, but the Lord has given Liz a really sweet vision or direction for us to go in the next couple of years. So share that with us.
So in one of my quiet times, I'm reading through prayers of Psalms, and Psalm 145 just really has impacted my life, and the Lord just had me camp there for a while. And it's a beautiful psalm of praise, a prayer of praise of David. It was the last psalm that he wrote. And so one of the verses and it's just a psalm of just praising the Lord for his goodness and all of the attributes, or some of the attributes. He has so many. But one of the verses that really stuck out, that really struck me, was verse 7, and it says, they celebrate, and he's talking about one generation celebrating. They celebrate your abundant goodness and joyfully sing of your righteousness. And so that verse, celebrating God's goodness, is the theme for this year's women's ministry, and perhaps next year. And so when we have events or gatherings, that's what we want to do. We want to celebrate the goodness of God. We want to give some opportunities for women to share their story of how good God has been to them. I think we need to do that. I think it's encouraging to us to share our story with other people, and to hear it from other people as well, their story.
I'm excited about hearing some of those. So this year we have 4 events outside of our Bible studies that are ongoing and at different times and on different topics. So let's just briefly talk about those events for this year. So we have the Muffins in Ministry coming up.
The Muffins in Ministry coming up, and that's just an opportunity for us to get together as a group of women, and fellowship will be involved in that. And so we'll be able to hear an encouraging story from one of our ladies, as well as write notes of encouragement to those in our church body that just could use a card of care.
So that's part of our service leg of the ministry.
Right.
So then we have, in the summer, we have a Sunday, SUNDAE, Sunday gathering at 4 and for a late afternoon, and tell us what we're going to be doing and why we're doing that.
That's just another type of fellowship. The one thing I love about our 4-fold purposes in having a women's ministry is they usually all overlap in some way. But this will be a time for us to enjoy Ice Cream Sunday in the summer, but come together as women and just learn from each other, just some simple things to make our life easier.
So it's not bringing in a speaker, it is an opportunity for the ladies of Longview to pour into each other.
Right.
I love that. All right, and then the next one this year is?
Just open your circle. And I think that's probably one of our favorites now, and we were asked to do that again by multiple women. And so once again, we'll come together. This will be an in-reach. The other ones, you can invite anyone, but this will be our Longview Ladies in-reach, where we'll come together and just get to know each other as a body of sisters.
It's important. And this will, again, be an opportunity for multiple generations
to come together,
to cross together and get to know each other. Yeah, and then, of course, we have our annual holiday dinner.
Our holiday dinner. We've had multiple people also ask us about moving the holiday dinner to November. And this year, with Thanksgiving coming so late in November, and we couldn't really have plan an event until the 8th of December, we did decide that we would move it to the November the 17th. And also, that was we were excited to have Rita Sweat to join us. She's spoken at several events in the past, and we just love her, and we think that she will do a fabulous job helping us to celebrate the goodness of God at Christmas.
And for the whole holiday season. So we get to throw in Thanksgiving and New Year's as well.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So how can the ladies get involved in these things?
So we hope that the ladies will just take advantage of the different opportunities, the different events, the different Bible studies, and if they're called on to volunteer, because it takes a lot of volunteers for each one of these events, that they'll just be willing to serve in that way.
And get your tickets. If tickets go on sale, because some of these are ticketed events, you need to get them early because I'm thinking our holiday dinner especially, and maybe our Just Open Your Circle may sell out.
Right.
So get your tickets. But then there's one other way that you can all be involved, and that is through
prayer.
Yeah.
We covet your prayers. I've said this to Jennifer and to the women's ministry team that this Longview Heights Women's Ministry is the Lord's ministry, and we are just trying to be obedient vessels. And so we covet your prayers. Everything we do, we want to cover in prayer because we want His direction.
That's right. That's right. All right, so I want to close us with another verse from Psalm 145. This is verse 4 in the Amplified. It says, "One generation shall praise your works to another and shall declare your mighty and remarkable acts." So that's what we want to be doing as we celebrate the goodness of God this year through Longview Heights Women's Ministry. I hope you'll get involved. You can find us on Facebook, and we now have an Instagram page too, and there may be other avenues in the future that we'll be able to have to support and encourage you. But hope you'll choose to get involved and take advantage of everything that's offered here through Longview Heights Women's Ministry.